Hey, everybody. Welcome to today's show, to Advocate Information Highway. I'm your host, Anthony Lorito-Duke, and we have two very important topics for today's show, in which they are the first one is viral post about Kamala Harris not passing the bar. And the second topic of today's show is Trump complains about Kamala Harris saying she's black. So let's get into the first one. And I'm going to just tell you the facts. Okay. Fact is, the first time that Kamala Harris took the test to pass the bar, yes, she failed the first time, but she passed it the second time. That's how she became an attorney, which in turn she became a prosecutor for the state of California. Okay. In order to be a prosecutor, you have to be an attorney first. And in order to be an attorney first, you have to pass the bar to get your license to be an attorney. So, yes, she failed it the first time, but she passed it later on the second time. Now, while we're on this topic, you know, all of us, I don't care who the hell you are, all of us have in fact failed tests, especially the first time. But if we were lucky enough to take the same test again, many of us passed it the second time around. It happens to all of us. I don't care if it's your driving test or a written test or whatever. Seriously. So for people sending out those posts that going viral all over the internet that she didn't pass the bar, she didn't pass the bar. It was the first time she didn't pass the bar, but she passed it later on the second time. So stop thinking that you're perfect. Stop thinking that you're better than everybody else, because like I said, we've all failed tests. All of us have. And many of which were on the first time. Seriously. So, but like I said, she passed it. She passed it the second time around, which when she became an attorney, right, and then she became a prosecutor for the state of California. Hello, honestly. So now let's get right into the second topic of today's show. Trump complains about Kamala Harris saying she's black. Guess what? She is. Because she's also a mix. We're all mixers of things. We got different nationalities in all of us. Because we have a mother, we have a father. Seriously. Honestly. Because if every one of us did a test to check out about our history, all of us will be mixes of some sort. All of us would be. So Trump goes on stage, and these young black women were interviewing him, right? And Trump turns around and says that he knew Kamala Harris for a long time, especially in politics and blah blah blah. And he said that she first identified as I think, don't hold me to this, but I think that she said she was Indian or something. Um, and now she's saying that she's black, and he goes, she should just pick one. Listen, she is a mix, and within that mix, she is also black. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Okay? So she told the truth, unlike what Trump does. Trump lies all the time. He's a habitual liar. You know? And it's like he's always complaining about black people, always complaining about them. Yeah, and just to show some further evidence, I remember when Trump was attacking former President Barack Obama, and remember when Trump was saying he should show the birth certificate, birth certificate, birth certificate, birth certificate, birth certificate. Remember that? Remember that? Okay. Lo and behold, Obama showed the birth certificate. Hello. He already showed it. But it's seriously. And then, the- and I think these young black women that interviewed Trump, I think that they were fantastic. Seriously. And one of the questions that they asked Trump was, they said that Trump said that, that black people, he called them all, he called black people all sorts of names, which he did, right? And then she goes, so why should black people vote for you? You want the black people's votes now. Why should they vote for you? Trump turned around and said, get ready for this because this is a whopper. He said that he was the one that that he was the president that employed the majority of black people. Wow. That was like the world's biggest lie. Seriously. And um, but before I forget, I almost forgot one thing. I want to get back to the first topic. You know, when Trump was complaining that uh, Kamala Harris didn't pass the bar and stuff like that. Um, if I was Kamala Harris, I would turn around and say this to Trump. Mr. Trump, if you want to talk about uh, failures, should look in the mirror because most of the things, most of your businesses failed, failed. More Trump casinos gone. Remember the Trump University business thing? That scam. Trump meats. Yeah, when I tried to make meats using his name, yeah, complete failure. All the people that he screwed over in business, you're not a good businessman. You have failed many times in business, many times. So if you want to talk about people failing at things, Mr. Trump, you need to take a look in the mirror. Seriously. That's what I would say to Trump. Okay. And like I said before, and I'm going to say it again. Yes, Kamala Harris failed the bar test the first time around, but she passed it the second time around, which in turn, she then got her license to be an attorney, which in turn led to her being the prosecutor for the state of California. Okay? Seriously. Seriously. And the Divine Nine, those are wonderful ladies. They are a success. They are a success. Okay? Hence, Kamala Harris became the first ever woman vice president. And I'm going to say this, I'm going to make a prediction. Kamala Harris will be our next president. She will be. And Trump is afraid of that. He's afraid of her. And when, I'm going to say this again, when Kamala Harris becomes our next president, she will become our very first Black woman president. And I'd be proud of her, proud of her. Now, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind all my fans out there about my website, Advocate Information Highway. The link to there is AIHNY.com. Again, that's AIHNY.com. You guys could check out all the pages on there. And while you're on there, if you go to the store page of my website, you will see links on there. And one of those links is to my internet store on Zazzle.com. And if you click on that link, it'll bring you right to my internet store on Zazzle.com. And on there, you will see all the products that I designed that are up for sale on my internet store on Zazzle.com. And so with that, take care, everybody. Bye.